Hey guys, this is Azralynn with a quick review of Silence. Silence is a beautifully crafted blend of point-and-click adventure and cinematic storytelling. The story revolves around Noah and Rini, two siblings that were forced to seek shelter in a bunker as the bombs started dropping. The two become trapped in a world between life and death called Silence. This seemingly wonderful world has conflict and threats of its own. I don't want to go into too much detail about the story, because I don't want to give any spoilers, but the story is a fascinating journey with emotional ups and downs. Some people have referred to Silence as the Whispered World 2. The story takes place in the same fantasy dream world that the Whispered World did, has some of the same characters, and talks about some of the parts of the story in the first game. I did not play the first game, so I won't be making any comparisons between the two games. You don't need any knowledge at all about the Whispered World to enjoy Silence. The game is very cinematic. There are many times where you will just be watching the cutscenes. Other times the gameplay is like an interactive story, where you get to do a few actions or make dialogue choices, but the dialogue choices don't seem to have much, if any, impact on the story. I enjoyed the cinematic style of the game, but it's probably not going to appeal to everyone. The point-and-click adventure gameplay is linear, and you cannot complete objectives out of order. I really like that you can take control of both Noah and Rini, as well as Spot, the most adorable sidekick ever. You manipulate Spot's body and use him quite a bit to solve puzzles. I love Spot. So much cuteness overload. He is absolutely adorable. Before playing the game, I had some concerns about the point-and-click adventure gameplay. I sometimes miss the smallest little detail and wind up getting stuck in point-and-click games. Fortunately, I enjoyed all the puzzles and the gameplay in Silence. I never experienced any frustration while playing because there are options that you can use to get hints about what the current objective is and which items can be interacted with. Of course, you don't have to use these hints, and I didn't need to use them very often, but I'm really glad that they were available when I needed them. The graphics are absolutely stunning. I love the gorgeous environments and the character design looks phenomenal. Almost all of the character animations are done extremely well, and the only small improvement that I think they could have done would be to better sync up the characters' mouth movements with their dialogue. The audio is excellent quality all around. The voice acting, sound effects, and ambience are all done very well. The soundtrack is superb, and I really love the orchestral music. The separate volume sliders for the audio is great to have, but there were a few times where the voice audio seemed to be quieter than it usually was. It made it a little more difficult to hear, but it didn't happen very often, and I could still make out what they were saying. The game took me about 4.5 to 5 hours to complete. With the story being linear, there isn't really any replay value unless you want achievements. Silence is truly a work of art. It's an exquisitely crafted game combining amazing audio and visuals, a fascinating cinematic story, and point-and-click adventure gameplay. All in all, the game is done extremely well. It's worth playing, but it's also expensive. I fully expect that the hefty price tag will make many people want to wait for a discount. I hope this review has helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and post your feedback in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.